All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. We're gonna be talking about possibility of PBC pushing for Keith Thurman to fight Shawn Porter during this pandemic, or basically without no fans. And then we'll talk about Floyd telling the young fighters to stop chasing Pacquiao. We talk about Caleb Plant getting ducked by David Benavidez. That rumor, Renardo, I see you. Francisco, I see you. So let's dive right on in. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to any of those sources. You can reach out to any of those social media links if you need to get in touch with me for a business offer, sponsorship, video requests, or you just want to chop it up. So you can reach out to me, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Twitter is the fastest way. Outside of that, if you want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate is to share the video. That's the best way you can help the channel out. Outside of that, don't forget to check out our 3 sponsors this week. Hopefully, furthermore, we got cell phone buyers, recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone. Number on the screen, social media links in the description. Check them out, man. Black-owned business, man. If you got a phone or iPhone laying around, call them up, get it appraised, see what they want to. They gonna send you for it. They send you cash. Straight shooter. So shout out to them. I talked to my mans that own the company today. Check out the Help Blaze, www.thehelpblaze.com. Website and promo code Goodfellow Unboxing is all in the description. Get you 18% off their 100% all natural products from lotion soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Go check out the Help Blaze. They take debit, credit card, PayPal, however you want it, man. You're tired of those cancerous products. Like Johnson & Johnson had a big lawsuit that's really been under the table. So if you want 100% on organic products in the black business, check them out. And don't forget to check out my boy out of VA, Dame J, his new CD, No Regrets. Definitely a banger. I'm going to get around to doing a review. I had so many videos built up in the archive today, I couldn't get around to it. So, I had other shit to do. But I'm going to get to it. But he got 10 really, really good bangers. It costs you nothing if you got Apple, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, wherever you buy your music from or stream your music. That album is out right now. You won't be disappointed. You like bars, you like good production, you like good mixing and engineering. He got the whole shebang. One of the best underground albums I done heard, man. How somebody give you their CD and you be like, man, fuck this CD. You know what I'm saying? Or you play it and it's garbage. When I tell you from track 1 to 10, it's total bangers, bro. So my man's got a banger right there. So support him. Hopefully he can get put on with a good deal record label, man, and we could be a part of his come up, man. So real good brother. He even got some boxing motherfucking metaphors in there for you niggas that like boxing in one of his songs. So check him out. I left I got an update description, but any of my videos I sponsor him, his Apple link and his title link in there. But just search his name and it come right up, Dame J. So we here. I did hear Tom. I asked him earlier to ask Kenny about what's going on with the Thurman and the Porter situation. Tom did a video. He said that Kenny said they really ain't got nothing to been sitting no contracts, but they got an idea what they want to do. But I heard that Premier Boxing Champions, and I'll read it right off the presses. I got it this morning. I was already asleep when I got this, but I'll tell you exactly what it say. Give me a minute. It says that I heard that Bud, because somebody asked me to ask about Crawford, I think last stream or the other day. I heard Bud wants Shawn Porter or Kell Brook, but I heard PBC wants to match up Shawn and Keith. I'm pretty sure because they don't want Shawn to go to the other side and fight Bud. So that's what I heard, and pretty much I got some other stuff, but I'll get into that later towards the end. So they talking about doing that in 2020. That's what PBC want to do. Maybe Kenny can't say nothing. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's absolute nothing. Could be either or. Shawn, I see you. Francisco, I see you. Renardo, I see you. Mr. Robinson, I see you. Maybe it could be something. Maybe it be nothing. But he said he talked to Kenny, and Kenny said they got an idea what they want to do, but they ain't been sending no contract. That's niggas on PBC favorite thing to be said. Oh, it ain't ducking if I ain't sent the contract. So if that's how we playing it, it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure Shawn and Keith down for that rematch. Shawn and Kenny down for the rematch. My whole thing was if I had a plug to Keith Thurman, which we did, niggas kind of ran the plug off. I forget what the dude did, but he got ran off because a lot of the brothers that I know that had channels or platforms, they was getting a whole bunch of interviews from Keith Thurman about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And Keith Thurman is real, easy and accessible, man. But that's what I heard. I say I got somebody high up there. This is what they want to do. Now, will it work? Maybe not. Maybe Keith Thurman say no. Maybe Shawn say no. But a lot of the fighters that I talked about last night fighting, Burchett's, Benavidez, they going to be fighting a weight class above, or 2 weight classes above where they fight at because of the pandemic. They ain't in shape right now. So they really only have about a few weeks to get ready. 4, 5, maybe 6 weeks at the most to get ready and go ahead and throw that leather. But I actually like Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter too. I take it during the pandemic. If this was, some regular shit, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get why you'll be upset about it. But Shawn Porter got to start somewhere with his rematch. He never got a Kell Brook rematch. He avenged his loss versus Julio Diaz, so he did way better than he did in the first fight. So Shawn Porter has a small history of doing well in rematches. So, if his revenge tour is going to be starting with Keith Thurman and then maybe it ain't really a revenge, but beating Danny Garcia ass again if you have to, and then, avenging his loss to, Errol Spence, then cool. I don't have a problem with it. During the pandemic, if you tell me that with no no audience, maybe in the studio or hotel or on some private island, that I can get, Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman too during the pandemic, I take it. As long as it ain't got no $100 price tag on it, because then again, the movie theaters ain't open. We got a drive-in, but it's no telling how long they gonna put the stipulations out for drive-ins to start showing movies. And if they show the fight, I will, spend my $20 or whatever it is to check the fight out during the pandemic. So Arizona open today. LA County gonna be on lockdown till July. So that came out in the LA Times today. Mark, I see you. But at the end of the day, it's a fight that I take with the situation that we in. So I look forward to the fight. I feel that if Keith Thurman throws straight punches, he should be able to win the fight. But I do feel that Shawn Porter on another level right now as far as confidence, as far as popularity. I think Shawn Porter, this is the last grasp for air. If Shawn Porter able to get this victory, you know what I'm saying, you might make a case that, he may be the second most popular welterweight in the world, possibly trying to go into an Errol Spence rematch. You know what I'm saying? That might be the hottest ticket or one of the top 3 or 4, 5 hottest tickets in boxing right now. Especially in the United States when you don't equate the international thing. But, at the end of the day, that's what PBC want to do. PBC also wanted to match up Erickson Lubin and Lara. Some people over there, the matchmaker Luis the Cubist tried to make that fight, and Lara said no. He said they locked down to August 8th. Yeah, Virginia had one of the longest ones, Renardo told me. They've been locked down. They locked down to June 19th. And they still can extend it, but, let's talk about that later. So at the same time, it depends on if they want to fight. Well, what weight the fight will be at. Like I said, a lot of fighters fighting 2 weight classes above. They said that how much time they gonna have to prepare. I know Bud and Jamil Herring and B&B Boxing, they went back. They already in camp. So Bud and Jamil Herring probably gonna be fighting in June in a tune-up. But at the end of the day, they saying my boy think they trying to block Bud out. But like Bob Arum said, where I'm gonna get the money from with no audience. So if they just trying to stop that, it makes no difference. Whatever I say, people gonna have their own hypothesis on it. Oh, he lying, and Bud don't want to fight Porter and shit. Man, it's just so many dick rod niggas on the internet. Too many of them, bro. Internet is a strange place. Everybody a real nigga on internet, but ain't everybody but motherfuckers moving like females and shit. And my man's over there pissing on his yard and chopping and cutting his trees how he wanted to cut them, or trimming his bushes how he wanted to cut them. If he want to paint his fucking house Simpson yellow, he want to put a tree house in the back. His kids want to shoot basketball in the back. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm in my yard. He want to raise his kids a certain way. That's how he raised his kids. Too many niggas in YouTube worried about what's going on in other niggas' yards. When he say something you don't like, oh my God, I can't believe he get on my nerve. Well, you know what I do? I just block these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'll block the shit out your ass. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, I'll block the shit out of you. And if I watch your video, it's rare that I comment. Very, very rare to get a comment on me. Every now and again, I comment and say something in the nigga video. You know, you can tell niggas ain't got no life. And then you got these niggas that be hypocrites. You know, they be talking about this nigga married to a Korean woman, a Chinese woman, a white woman, a Creole woman, and then these niggas don't even be married to black women themselves. Fuck, shut the fuck up. I mean, my wife from Brazil. Bitch, that ain't black, nigga. And he know exactly what I'm talking about, Mark ass. Dirty ass nigga. Need to learn how to shave his face wearing them goddamn gazelles from 1975. Pussy. He know exactly what I'm talking about, bitch ass Mark. Always beef with any nigga that's always beefing with a nigga for no reason. This nigga got thousands and thousands of subscribers. I barely got 2 to rub together. I'ma hate. That's how I'ma come up. I'ma hate. I'ma hate. I'ma hate. Nigga, hate ain't gonna get you nowhere but where a hater need to be at. That's at the bottom of the barrel, crab ass nigga. Mark. He said they are hunting boxing by hype of promotion, company loyalty over the best fighting the best. Facts. Be killing me. It's always the dusty ass niggas, man. They ain't getting no coochie at home. I don't know what's going on with these dusty ass niggas. Ain't got shit going on but YouTube. Nigga, I'm moving 24/7 a day. I'm always doing something. I got them Dodge Hemi hands. My shit always moving. Niggas always want to count your dough, count your subs, count your what say, see what you saying. You know, I got the rebuttal to this nigga. It's a billion other niggas out here, man. Find you a lane. Dusty ass niggas. It's always the dusty ass niggas. And then y'all niggas always want to send me these niggas videos. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Hater ain't shit gonna hate like a motherfucking hater. Jeezy say. Appreciate it, Jamil Hughes. Salute. Dusty ass niggas, man, be killing me. Get on camera. They finally get on camera and just look like a dust mite. Look like a bed bug. Ugly ass nigga. They look dirty. Nigga have on the cleanest outfit. Have some Ferragamo, some Gucci on, some Louis, some Burberry on, and just still look dusty. How a nigga in all white coming out the package and just look dusty? Niggas just be dusty, dog. And all them hating ass niggas got the same nasty ass Uncle Ruckus, Samuel L. Jackson, and Django look. Just some hating ass niggas. I just never understood that. I ain't never had time to hate on a nigga, dog. Too many bitches, too many different ways to come move out here to be hating on niggas. Just some dirty ass niggas, man. It's always the dirty niggas. You rarely seen a clean hating ass nigga that's gonna persistently hate. You rarely seen. You rarely see a clean ass nigga that's cool, calm, and collected and got his shit together hating. It's always the dusty niggas that live in that live in the dirty jungle. Thurman ain't the same after he came back. Well, he looked pretty good versus Pacquiao in the second half of the fight when he started to warm up. So he said he got his elbow held up, his hand healed. Shawn Porter lose this fight. It's time to move up. You know, Shawn Porter got to show that he can continue to do good in rematches, build on that Julio Diaz reputation. But you know, a lot of people say Kenny Porter, you know, stunned his growth. You know, Carcino said that shit. Kenny Porter don't know shit about boxing. This ain't my opinion. Like I said, Carcino said, a lot of people behind the scenes say, if Shawn Porter got a new coach, you know what I'm saying, Shawn Porter might be a better fighter. Shawn Porter do well working with Mike Tyson too. The two fighters I think that should be trained by Mike should be Shawn Porter and Gervonta Davis. Shorter guys that's going versus taller guys. The only problem I got with Shawn is Shawn just don't get leverage on his shots. You know what I'm saying? Shawn body work ain't clean. So a lot of the time Shawn loses close fights because Shawn Porter don't have ring generalship with his clean punches. He don't get credit for it. You know, to the naked eye, it's a lot of times where I got to go back and slow some shit down with certain fighters. He just ain't clean in his approach as far as punching. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like his jab, but it's effective. It's a flickering jab. You know, he don't slip and give you an up jab. You know, he'll feint, and give you an overhand right or left, and that's one of the punches that can clean Crawford belt. If he can get leverage on that punch, he can have some success versus Crawford with that punch. Feint, and then boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's where Pacquiao has some motherfucking success versus Bud at. Feinting, head movement, moving on in. But, Shawn Porter got a good style to give Bud some problems. Benjamin Foe, salute. So if they can give us that caliber of fight coming back, then it probably gonna be at like 54. But if they wait till like September, August, Steven Espinoza say Showtime coming back in July. Chris Eubanks Jr. been in camp, Jamal Charlo been in camp. That's something they can that financially works. This is no insider information. That is something that financially works for no audience. They can fight in the hotel ballroom. They can fight in the studio. Eubanks been working with Roy Jones Jr. Jamal Charlo been working out. We seen on the Charlo and Eddie Hearn stream that can work out. So actually, PBC might just give you a reversal. They may fuck around and give you the best fights that out of the pandemic. Now the question is, where will they give you a $75, $80 price tag? Right on the street is UFC. They did over 700,000 pay-per-views at $85 a pop for non-ESPN Plus subscribers and $65 a pop for ESPN Plus subscribers. So $100, they basically did what Wilder and Fury did. They said they did what 750, 800,000. So really around 750 or 700,000. So the UFC, if their numbers are accurate, if they show that people still want boxing and want sports that bad, that they can put a $75 or $85 or $65 price tag on it, then we in a situation where Al Heyman ain't never been shy. He gonna slap a $75, $85, $100 price tag on some of these fights. Jay, salute. So it's Randy Litter, salute. He said Thurman just not the same after he came back. Josito got him in Pac. Salute. So. Like I said, if these numbers is true about the UFC, man, Al Heyman gonna come out here and throw the price instead of shaving down, to regular TV money, he gonna shave down the guarantee, and then they gonna hope to get the money on the back end. Without no movie theater, I ain't spending no $100, some $75. I don't care how bad this shit is. I ain't spending it. Only way I'm spending that is somehow they get them two niggas in the ring, Errol Spence and Errol Spence and Pacquiao, Errol Spence and Thurman, or Errol Spence and Bud, or Bud and Pacquiao, Bud and Thurman. Them the only niggas I want to see tussle with each other that I'm paying for in that division. But if it's true, Kenny said that they got an idea where they want to go, but ain't no contracts been sent. And that's the same thing Keith Thurman say. Well, I didn't duck if it ain't no contract, and I respect that. At the end of the day, it take time and money and resources to put a contract together. So I'm not about to put a contract together and you don't want to fight. This is why Eddie Hearn send those emails and say, hey, this is what we can offer you. 10 million, 5 million, 500,000. You know what I'm saying? And people talk about Eddie Hearn, he fake for sending emails and going through, Instagram on DM and offering fighters. Well, ain't that how they got Andy Ruiz to get in there with AJ? So he do got some track record of social media and shit like that happening, man. So at the same time, man, I take it. I ain't complaining about the fight. If they put it on regular TV, because people forget, that was on regular CBS. It was supposed to happen in March, and Keith Thurman got into a car accident. Kenny Porter said he hired a private investigator, and it wasn't no car accident for no Mustang. So you can believe Kenny hit or miss, man. Kenny hit or miss. Sometimes he give you fillers out there. He give you testers out there. That's what you kind of got to decipher. That's why you got to put your sources together. Sometimes I put my sources together, and sometimes, some of the people I talk to, they withhold information until I ask, or they just forget to send it, whatever it may be. I ask them like, hey, man, you heard this? Or they, one of my asks my whole name. So I ask somebody else. I'm like, hey, you got this number? Ask them this. Ask them that. You know what I'm saying? So I asked motherfucking Town Business to ask Kenny Porter that. Before niggas try to put us against each other, that's what that internet shit is. I asked him, I said, ask Kenny if you heard something. And Kenny said they ain't got nothing in the works yet. They got an idea where they want to go, but ain't no contracts been sent or nothing like that. But I heard PBC want to match them up with each other. So if they is talking to Bud, or Bob Arum did send an offer, they want to fight him I heard PBC want to do the Thurman and Porter fight. I mean, that could be this year. I heard 2020 is what they told me. Or maybe down the road. But I'll take it. If I get that during the pandemic with no fans, I'll take it on Fox. Or, maybe CBS might want to pick it up. They ain't got shit to show. You know what I'm saying? They might be showing the Masters or whatever the fuck they got coming up. So, like I said before, I try to piece it all together. Usually, my guy's pretty reliable. And shit change all the time. It changed all the time. Like I told y'all, Mikey Pacquiao, I said that could fall. Top Rank tried to get it. Premier Boxing tried to get it. The Zone tried to get it. So I don't know where they at with it. I heard it's likely to be next. So I'm assuming that's going to fall on the Zone in some other country. I heard it was going to be somewhere in the Middle East or possibly in Las Vegas. So without the Vegas, without the being able to fight with the audience, then it's possibly going to be probably be overseas if the travel ban is lifted. So for people wondering about that, but I said that shit last year when Mikey was supposed to announce a partnership with Top Rank, and then it just didn't happen. So he was supposed to I forget who they wanted that motherfucker to fight. I couldn't remember, but they wanted him to fight some tune-ups on. Oh, they wanted to fight Danny Garcia. He didn't want to fight Danny Garcia. It was September 28th. It was September 28th, I think. That's what Errol and Shawn fought. What's so funny about it is, and I'll just do a small flashback. Errol and Shawn, yeah, was supposed to fight the last football-less Sunday before football kicked off. So that Sunday, before, the NFL season kicked off, they were supposed to fight. And they was going to promote this big fight. And Errol Spence, I just heard, he got mad because Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia was going to go on pay-per-view. And me personally, I agree with the nigga because I'm not about to just beat the shit out of a nigga for 12 rounds. My next fight on regular Fox and then his fight go on pay-per-view. So he heard that and he said that he wanted the fight to be on pay-per-view. It was originally going to be at the Barclays Centers. That's where they was going to do the fight at. And it was word Kenny going around saying they would fight him in Dallas, Texas. But eventually they took the available date of September 28th in LA Staples Center. So PBC had that reserved for Danny and Mikey. But before that was supposed to be Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder date. All right. Luis Ortiz had requested that the fight be in LA. So I don't know why he requested the fight to be in LA. Maybe he felt that New York stopped the fight too quick. I was watching the UFC fight with Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, and they stopped that fight due to cuts, and they said that fight was in Vegas, that they wouldn't have been stopped. So New York is very anal on stoppages and medical shit and stuff of that nature. So maybe Ortiz felt that they stopped the fight too quick and he wanted to go out to California. But I think they both suffered injuries. That's what happened. They both suffered injuries, I heard. So then Mikey pulled out of Danny. Then Ortiz and Wilder, first they suffered injuries. Then the Danny and Mikey thing fell apart. And then Mikey tried to get a softer touch. And then Errol cried about Danny and Mikey. That fell apart. They ended up with that date, September 28th. That's why they couldn't find a date for Wilder or Ortiz too. That's why he fought so close for Fury. Is because Eddie Hearn took a date with the YouTube fight in November. And I can't remember what else happened in Vegas. They took all the fight dates, so he had to fight the week before Thanksgiving, which only gave Wilder like 10 or 11 weeks to get ready for Fury. Fury had fought in September, so Fury had a full time to rest, let his cut heal and shit of that nature. So just let you know how shit go, man, and how fighters feel and how shit fall apart. This is why, and I say this is why you don't send a contract. It costs money for lawyers to draw up contracts. And a lot of times, I heard Kenny Porter say one time that a lot of times the contracts don't get signed until they check the gloves at the weigh-in. So he said a lot of times they just run, I think it was him, they just riding on a handshake agreement. That's crazy, right? So the contracts don't get signed until around the weigh-in or when they checking the gloves sometimes. So I don't know how common that is for other boxing networks or whoever companies, but that's what I caught him saying that one time, I believe. So So, you know, you don't want to draw a contract up and the guy say, oh, I don't want to fight. So if you say, I'm not interested in the fight, I'm not going to send a contract because that costs money to draw up 2 contracts. You drawing the money up for the lawyer to do 1 contract for Bud, and then you draw it up for Shawn, and you get there and Shawn say no. So who losing money? Bob Arum or Al Heyman? They losing the money because that shit costs money, you know, to get it notarized if you have to, and then for the lawyers to go over it. And that the contract just ain't, oh, I, Shawn Porter, will fight Terence Crawford for $5 million. Sign here. No, that contract got different clauses in there: disparagement, non-disclosure agreement, who walk first, who walk last, what locker room you get, you know, rematch, you know, stipulations. If it's that contracts, you know, ain't that simple. And then Shawn got to have his people his lawyer go over it, or Al go over it. Crawford got to have his people go over it. So you don't want to print up a fucking contract. You feel me? You feel me? You don't want to print up a contract and the fighter hasn't even agreed to fight. So at the end of the day, I think that Al Heyman and some of these dudes, that's what PBC tell these dudes what to say to make them look better in public opinion. Like, just say I hadn't seen the contract. Simple as that. Media obligations are in the contract too. There you go. How you see Canelo and Floyd during their fight, shooting those scenes and all that. Or you got to be here, or Thursday is going to be the round table. See, what you got to understand is Golden Boy and Top Rank do luncheons. Al do round tables. You know what I'm saying? See, if they got a press release, it's big. Like they gave Triple G the ring belt, they had a luncheon for that. Or, you know, during the Crawford fight week, they have a small round table during fight week, but a lot of times they have luncheons to break news. PBC just break news. They'll put it out in the press release and you get it. That's how Golden Boy get the media under their thumb, and Top Rank get the media out their thumb. When Pacquiao was fighting in Macau, China, Al Heyman flew some of them dudes over there. I mean, Bob flew some of them media members over there. So you want to know why your favorite media member biased or something like that? It ain't just because of the exclusive interviews. They biased because it's a come up. Look at Christina Ponder. How she get that job calling fights with Bomac on the undercards of ESPN Plus. You got to play the game. How Marcus Villegas get the position he got scoring the fight. Got to ask yourself that. You know, people was laughing at Eddie Hearn, you know, paying for media members' hotel room. Bob Arum been doing that for years. Paying for your flight, paying for your hotel room. So if anybody accommodating you like that, you going to talk bad about the hand that's feeding you? Absolutely not. So your articles is going to reflect that. But the problem is when you think you solve one problem like that, it creates another one. If they let the media get an honest opinion on fighters, it would be no need for new media. It'd be no need for none of us hop on here and spit our truth. But by them paying media to be biased with their articles, it created vloggers. It created a box community on the internet. But now some of the media members have now fell victim to the same thing. Some of these dudes give these dudes relationships, like Mr. Hawthorne and Kenny Porter. Kenny used Fred, and Fred used Kenny. It took a broad to come between them. But they was using each other. So some of these new media members are hypocrites. You interview these dudes and now you just you ain't even conscious of how you being biased. Motherfucker give you an interview, you know, it's like you done got some coochie. I ain't gotta say no names. Look at some of these other dudes out here who get one interview with a nigga in the truck. Now he the face of their community. I'm just keeping it real. This is why I don't do interviews. I can't be myself on YouTube by giving boxers interviews. I say when I do an interview with, let's just say, random thought. I do an interview with Jose Ramirez, and somebody just said his name. You know, and we cool, and I give my opinion like, oh, I think Jose ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? I think he got to work on his defense. Boxers are a type of way as far as I'm not talking to him no more. He hating on me. Why he ain't just bigging me up? So that's why I don't do it, because I can't speak like I speak having a relationship with fighters. I can't give my honest opinion. Oh, you really, it's these motherfuckers is too sensitive. You ask me my opinion, oh man, you think I beat James Johnson? No, I thought James edged you. I remember I was talking to a promoter one time, right? It's some funny shit right here. First time I told this motherfucking story, right? It was two niggas in Detroit fighting. Promoter invited me to the fight. Gave me free tickets. I had some good ass tickets too, right? He invited me to the fight. He asked me who I thought won the fight, right? Real talk. He asked me who I thought won the fight. I kept it 100. I say the Southpaw won the fight, right? And me and the Southpaw nigga still cool to this day, and I'll explain that in a minute. The Southpaw nigga and the Southpaw dude was trained by Tony Harrison's father. Rest in peace, Mr. Salam. That's the crazy shit about it. So he gave me nice tickets and shit. So he asked me who I thought I won. I'm like, shit, I thought the Southpaw won, right? But the dude he had actually beat was supposed to be the next Tony Harrison out of Detroit. It was Tony Harrison, and then it was a nigga named Winford. You know what I'm saying? Winford Harris, I think his name. His name was Winford Hotboy Harris. I think that was his name. And Winford lost. I was like, man, Southpaw was popping him with the straight left all night. And then after that, we just didn't talk. You know what I'm saying? He told me that, oh man, because his boy lost, he said, I gotta find another horse. And I was like, well, shit, he still can come back from this and shit. And after that, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? What's so funny about it, the dude that won, his wife was sitting behind me. And she asked me, she was like, this ironic as hell. She asked me, like, was this guy good? I said, shit, he supposed to be the man. I don't know how good he is. But that's just like, honesty don't really get you nowhere in the media. You know what I'm saying? You got to fake it till you make it. You got to lie. I just ain't never been that type of guy. You know, it's kind of the same way you got to be in corporate America. But me and the dude from the Southpaw, we still cool. Few guys, that fought on that card, we still pretty cool, man. Like, Daryl Cunningham, he used to come to the barbershop. He had fought Anthony Darrell. You know, he was on that card. It was a nice card. Jermaine Franklin, who fought on Showtime, he was on that card. That actually was a good night, man. Motor City Soundboard, man. But other than that, me and my mans ain't talking. I don't know if he felt some type of way. He got busy. He got busy, or he fell out of boxing. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy, man. But hey, man, that was a crazy ass story. But you know, that's kind of how you kind of got to be in boxing, and you when you move in the media, you kind of got to be a dick sucker. You know, you kind of got to conform to what they want. I ain't in it. Somebody warned me, one of my guys from Philly warned me that a while ago. He said it wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and I always just thought about it, like, I got to be nice. I got to keep smiling. You got to deal with like Kelly Swanson, people like Evan Korn, and they watch your videos, they censor your videos, and this, that, and the third, and you know, niggas be trying to get me to go there to the fight, or as media, there's no point. You know, I'm recording the same shit Fight Hype recording, or if I'm recording Fight Hype, take my video and post it and get more hits to me, it just makes no sense. So, you know, oh yeah, I'm not doing that today, but I'll let you know when I do it again. Yeah, I remember who you is. For sure. Yeah, I remember Mr. Glory. When I do it, I'll set you up. But it just ain't really, I don't really care. I don't really care to get into it like that, man. It's just not my cup of tea. You know, I heard that I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but one motherfucker got into it with a prominent trainer, and you know, and they just, you know, niggas know him. It just they just got bad relationship now. Because he gave his opinion about some shit that wasn't even that big of a deal, and his fighter was like, he ain't really tripping. He was like, it was him tripping, and now this nigga got disdain for this, and they got disdain for each other. So I ain't trying to build. I just give my opinion, man. You know, Ellie Setback or whatever his name is be meat rotten. That's what you got to do. This is why when Ellie Setback go to them fights, he get 3 or 4 credentials. You know what I'm saying? You see, all this shit I be knowing what happened. If your favorite YouTuber go to the fight, black YouTuber to be exact, they got 1 credential. And if you get caught sharing your credential, you get banned. Ellie Sackback get 3 or 4 credentials. Radio Raheem he get the interview with Terence Crawford, not nobody else. And that's where kind of the disdain for Terence Crawford is that, because the niggas see him interviewing with Radio Raheem and interviewing with Christina Ponder, Helen Yee, you know, interviewing with Kevin Iole, but he don't plug in with the brothers. You know, and it's sad. He don't plug in with the brothers, but like I said, people say they have fun going to this fights, but it's just moving on the YouTube shit, man. Every time you cool with a nigga, it just seems like a nigga got an agenda to stab you in the back. So, you know, I go to these fights, I might go with my girl, or, you know, she might take me for my birthday, or I might go by myself for a quick weekend, go back to work Monday or Tuesday. I go by myself. I enjoy myself. I ain't trying to meet none of these niggas is weird, bro. Weird. Weird than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, everybody I tried to help on YouTube damn near backstab me. It's only a select few. But that's why Ellie Sackback do what he do, because he get in the loop. You know what I'm saying? Even when if they do a big fight, they gonna make sure Ellie Sackback get in there. You know, some of these dudes be meat riding and don't even really be getting plugged in like that. But that's why you got certain people that get the exclusive. A lot of the people just think if I dick suck PBC enough, or I dick suck the zone enough, or I dick suck Top Rank enough, I'm gonna get that exclusive. I'm gonna be like Radio Raheem. You're not gonna be like him. He too connected. Even if a fighter say, man, I ain't fucking with Radio Raheem, Al Heyman probably say you gotta talk to him. Eddie Hearn say you gotta talk to him. Top Rank, they set up those for him. So shit, at the end of the day, it's a million and one things to do. That's just, you know, people wonder why, like, oh man, why you don't go to do this? I ain't got no time for that shit, man. It's time consuming. You spend all that time chopping up, editing video to make it look good and getting it off your camera. And next thing you know, Fight Hype took your whole video. Now, if you go to a fight next time and bust their head with a motherfucking Glock, then you wrong and they calling the police on you. I done seen it happen to too many people, bro. But I will say, certain people that I know used to work with Fight Hype and work with other companies, it's good to get phone interviews, though. It is. It is. A lot of people used to, you meet people good for phone interviews, but I don't hate nobody. I don't hate Ellie. I don't hate Radio Raheem. You know, I don't hate none of them dudes. I don't like some of the stuff they do. Yeah. But I don't hate none of them. Get it how you get it, bro. Real talk. Get it how you get it. It's harder for the black media members to do what they got to do. And the black fighters make it harder on us than anything. So I don't even attempt to chase. Anytime I ask for an interview from somebody, it just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? You know, they always this, that, and the third, or they just try to hold you and put you at another, you know, treat you like a little nigga. I ain't got time for that. See, niggas that interview channels that's based off interviews, they hurting right now, because really, you know, all you can do is phone interviews. You be seeing dudes who ain't posted in a month or 2 months. And I'm like, man, I like this dude channel. Because all you got to do is ask the same basic questions. You ain't got to know boxing to be a media member. You know, you got a 50-50 chance of predicting the fight. Who gonna win? A New York Casamorior. It's a 50-50 chance. You know what I'm saying? All you got to ask them, you know, stupid questions like, oh, what's your favorite punch? After this fight, what you want to do? How far you see you moving up? What's your goals in boxing? That's it. You ain't got to get... Oh, you don't hear niggas talk about, hey, man, how you set them up with the jab and walk them into this right hand. Or, you don't hear people talking about that. But other than Keith Thurman and Porter, man, I'll support that fight if it's on free TV. If not, team stream. But let's talk about Floyd telling boxers stop chasing Pacquiao. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's some hypocrisy there. You know, Floyd and Al Heyman are supposed to be equal peers of premier boxing champions. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd got power like that, then why are you letting your fighters, continue to chase him? Why are your fighters, he said the young guys need to fight each other, you know, stop chasing Pacquiao and let him pick and choose his fights. If that's the case, then it's your company. Why don't y'all make these fights happen? You being honest, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, other than Shawn, even Shawn and Keith happened after it should have happened. That fight should have happened when Shawn Porter got his IBF belt. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been no Paulo Malignaggi fight. He should have fought Keith Thurman. But it didn't go that way. They fought a couple years down the line after Shawn Porter had already lost. People forget that Shawn Porter carried the L into the Keith Thurman fight, and that was for a fake title. That was for the regular WBA title. That wasn't no real title fight. And now that happened in what, 14, 15? Now 5 years later, y'all want to do it again at the same weight class? Kind of crazy. Danny and Shawn should have happened as soon as Danny Garcia, beat Robert Guerrero for the WBC belt. They wanted to marinate. Errol Spence should have beat Shawn Porter when he got his IBF belt. She should have got that fight and then rolled into a Keith Thurman fight. The division would have already been sold up. So all these fights happening after they were supposed to happen. And they still happening 5 or 6 years later. That's the crazy thing about it. They happening 5 or 6 years down the line. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if they want to promote growth in the sport and they want to promote the best fighting the best, PBC the best thing smoking in boxing right now in everybody's opinion. PBC, we got a guy to come here and say they put on the best fights, and I ain't gonna argue with him. That's his opinion. It's subjective. Some people say they put on the best fights, but they charge $75 for them. I don't consider that the best fight for the price tag. But if they want to promote, the young fighting the young and fighting the best, then at the end of the day, why the fuck did you sign Manny Pacquiao? Why didn't y'all jive Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman? That wouldn't have been no robbery if it went Keith Thurman way. It wouldn't have been a robbery if they gave it a draw to Keith Thurman. But they sit here, they let Pacquiao come over here, beat up Broner, get on the pedestal, beat Keith Thurman. He was supposed to fight Danny Garcia, not Keith Thurman. If they wanted to do that shit, make Keith and Errol Spence after all this little shit blow over. Floyd ain't really trying to, promote that shit. Oh, let them pick and choose. Stop chasing him. They need to fight each other. If we need to fight each other, let's start lining them up right now. Instead of them trying to not let Shawn and Bud fight. Let Shawn and Bud fight. Let Errol Spence, fight Danny Garcia. I don't know what the fuck he doing. I ain't heard nothing about him. Whoever he fight, let him heal up. If he ain't healed up by the end, shit, throw Thurman in there with Bud Crawford. And if Errol healthy body in next year, when the fans will come back in the arena, then we could do Bud and Errol Spence. But, at the end of the day, these dudes chasing the payday. They're not chasing legacy. That's what it boiled down to. It's just the bonus that he got a belt. That's it. They can care less about the belt that come with it. Beating Pacquiao don't make you a Hall of Famer. To be a legend, you gotta beat a legend. That's bullshit. That's one of the stupidest shit I ever heard in history. To be a legend, you gotta beat a legend. Fuck up out of here. You gotta do legendary things. You gotta fight the best available in your era. And if you fight the best available and you look hard enough, you will be a legend. See, Floyd talked that shit to us and put that shit out there. And he could truly mean it. This ain't the first time he talked about it. He did an interview talking about how hard it was for him coming up in the sport of boxing. How he took what they gave him, no matter what it was, to continue to fight. I think Floyd fought like 10 or 12 times in 1 year. He said he'd take whatever they give him just to stay active. These fighters don't have that hunger no more. I can fight once, twice a year and make what Floyd made in in 10 or 12 fights a year. It's the money first and then everything else. Legacy don't matter, belts don't matter. And people say, well, the money do matter. When the money gone, like Mike Tyson, what Mike Tyson live off of? His name. He started this podcast off his name. He started selling weed off his name. He was in the Hangover movies off his name. He was in Ip Man off his name. Muhammad Ali he didn't retire off boxing. He sold his name. Queen Latifah didn't get wealthy or where she is off of rap. She got that off her name. Common wasn't a great actor off rip. He got that because he was a dope rapper first. He got it off his name. The Migos can be in the Mountain Dew commercial because of their name. Name is like credit. George Foreman too. Your name is credit. If you build your name up, your legacy up, you know, and your name ring bells around your job or around your profession, you can do anything. Rihanna, the most wealthy entertainer and music entertainer in America. Why? Off her name. Rihanna made more money outside of R&B and music 10 times over again. These dudes ain't got no name. This is why you need the chain and the Rolls Royce so niggas can know, oh, what he do? They don't just see you. You motherfucker, you see Michael Jordan with his baggy jeans on, dressed like a motherfucking cornball. You see Mike dressed like a cornball, but you know it's Mike. Mike don't need all them chains on. Even when Mike was playing, you ain't see Mike with a bunch of jewelry on. Basic ass Range Rover with the regular wheels on. A lot of these dudes got little man syndrome. A lot of these niggas on YouTube got little man syndrome. I can tell who 5'5", 5'6", you know, who had a fucked up life. Who bitch nagging them at home. Floyd got little man syndrome. That's why he need all the chicks around him, all the money and the jewelry and the chicken heads around him. He got little man syndrome. All these dudes got little man syndrome. If you fought some fucking body, niggas will know you like who George Foreman Ali was. You see Muhammad Ali walking in the street, oh, Ali. Ali ain't had no fucking jewelry on. Motherfuckers want, you see Mike Tyson, first thing he gonna do is get the fuck out the way. You know it's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, you know, he really didn't need the jewelry and shit. He had it, but, you know, you want to look the part, but when people know you the part, you ain't got to have none of that on. But this is why these dudes compensate with the big chains and the cars and shit, man. They local celebrities. And Floyd telling people the game need to change. Either Floyd don't have as much power as we think he got at PBC, or Al Haymon just refusing to conform to what Floyd wants. They're in the Napoleon Small Complex. So they understand it's a problem. I can tell you that, you know, a lot of people at PBC understand they have a problem. But who can correct this problem is the question. Or are they willing to correct? Floyd identified they had a problem. I know another guy prominent in PBC that know they got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So who gonna repair this problem? Who gonna start making the fight back? I mean, they stopped the Demetrius Andrade fight. They stopped the Canelo fight, which I think that was more Charlo not being ready. And now they want to feed him to David Benavidez. You know, they chasing Pacquiao instead of chasing their own legacy. Do Terence and Errol understand if they fought each other 2 or 3 times, you know, that'd be more than what you do versus Pacquiao? You beat Pacquiao, you fight Pacquiao, you fighting against a stacked deck. He gonna do what he gonna do, you know, drug testing wise. Even if he throw 5 punches and none of them land, the crowd gonna go crazy. You beat him, you was supposed to beat him. He been beat 4 or 5 times, been stopped 3 times his career. You just chasing the check, but the check will come if you do what you handle your business. Keith Thurman, the check will come if you beat Errol Spence. The check will come. Shawn Porter, you know, he showed. I lost, I won, I lost, I won, I lost. I'm still here. So they got, you know, Floyd admitting that they got a problem. This ain't the first time. So Floyd probably be telling Al, like, man, make these fucking fights happen. But then again, look how he moving with Tank. You know what I'm saying? That's like a nigga drink, you know, you bring liquor to the crib. Y'all have a little kickback, right? You know, you got your little fifth or gallon or whatever you bringing. but a motherfucker want to drink all your shit up. You know what I'm saying? And then try to babysit they shit. Same thing with what Al and Floyd probably doing. Al probably like, you telling me to do all this shit, but you babysitting Tank. Bring that Patron over here, man. Bring that Patron Respot over here. Share this shit. If I'm gonna blow my load, you better blow your load. That's basically what he said. If Floyd truly felt that way, he'll let Richardson Hitson spread his wings and fly. He'll let Tank spread his wings and fly. Tank on lockdown like shit. He in California till July. So do Floyd believe what he preaching? I say not. Because I can just tell the way he treat Tank. He treat Tank the way they treat Errol Spence, the way they treat Keith Thurman, and where they treat David Benavidez. If everybody move like Wilder move, shit, PBC might not have, you know, that many undefeated fighters, but they'd be the best thing smoking. For sure would. They had the hottest shit on the block. Look how they treat Gary Russell. He said Floyd called that nigga and said, stop picking on Tank. Let that sit down for a minute. All these niggas talk shit about, oh man, Crawford this and this, you know, Wilder this, and man, let me know a time where Bob Arum or Bo Mack called the motherfucker and said, stop picking on Crawford. Let me know what Bob Arum called the nigga and say, stop picking on Crawford. Stop picking on Loma. Well, Bob kind of did that with Loma and T.O., but that's a story for another day. Real talk. Nobody talk about that hoe ass shit, but I bring it out. I'm a hoe. Oh, that nigga hoe ass nigga, man. That nigga just hating. I'm hating, nigga. This public information. He did the interview with Fred. He said, yeah, Floyd called me up and he said, stop picking on Tank. He said he can get starstruck talking to me like that, shawty. He like, starstruck? He said, that's when you punch a star. You ain't never, I was cracking up. Come on, no, but nobody talk about, look at me. Keep it 100, man. All these niggas pushing these false narratives with fucking DAZN, with Canelo, with Loma, with Triple G, with Deontay, whoever the motherfucking heel is. You feel what I'm saying? These dudes push this false narrative, but niggas won't bring up shit like that. Niggas will not bring up shit like that. This man called this man and told him to stop picking on his fighter. This ain't a nigga that's a weight class above him. This ain't a nigga who a fucking knockout puncher. This ain't a nigga who from Anchorage, Alaska. This is a nigga that's from somewhere right next door in DC, right next door to Baltimore. And you still got people protecting what Floyd doing and protecting Tank. This nigga called Gary Russell up and say, stop picking on him. Stop picking on Tank. And you telling me this the same nigga that's saying these boxers need to fight each other, and you making phone calls to say stop picking on another fighter? Man, come on, man. They trying to make me seem like I'm some type of fucking bully on the mic. I'm just telling y'all what it is. And then, you know, I have somebody else talking to the fighter behind the scenes, and you know, they can't go against Al. Whatever Al say, that's what he do. Or Al can really block you out. You know, these niggas out here, Gary Russell, man, he begging to fight the best. If you truly want the best to fight the best, why you ain't putting him on a pedestal? Why was niggas tearing Tony Harrison down when Charlo got a gift versus Vanes Monterosi? When the other Charlo got a gift versus Matt Korobov? It ain't no more gamemanship in boxing. Ain't no more keeping it 100. Everybody got an agenda. This shit ain't nothing but a cocksucking contest, and I ain't gonna mince no words. If you give me an interview, I'll support you. It's basically, you come on, you make me some money. It's pay to support. Ain't nobody objective no more, bro. Objective ain't being cool. You just gotta ride a nigga till you can't ride no more. I'ma get on my Errol Spence and ride till I can't ride no more. Real talk. You can show all the inconsistencies in boxing. You can show them all. On each side of the pendulum, or each side of the motherfucking wall, you can show all the inconsistencies. You can show the DAZN people. You can show the top ranked people. You can show the pro PBC people, the pro-Filipinos, Asians, blacks, Hispanics, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. You can show them all the inconsistencies, but they ain't gonna hear. And a lot of the black fans has adopted the motto that the Mexicans go by. We gonna support you even no matter what. If you got caught with a needle up your ass, we gonna support you regardless. We gonna act like it didn't happen. If you truly lost, we gonna act like you got robbed. A lot of people took the fanatics from the Mexicans fanatic fan base. They fanboys. The casual Mexican fans, but the real Mexican fans are real motherfuckers. Don't get it confused. The real OG boxing fans, they don't fuck with Canelo like that. They ain't cocksucking Canelo down. You love me down. They ain't doing all that shit. I know the real Mexican fans. They gonna ride for their people, but for most part, they gonna be objective. But Floyd ain't living what he preaching, man. I just proved that right then and there. He ain't living what he preaching. And they gonna be the destruction of boxing, bro. He ain't living what he preaching. And it's sad though, man, because they got the dope shit. They got the dope setup. They got the dope platform in Fox and FS1 and Showtime. They got the fighters to do it. Some of these dudes can lose 2 or 3 times fighting each other, and it's good. Jerry Hurd, you know what I'm saying? He still can be a good fighter. Erickson Lubin still can be a good fighter. But I refuse to be a fanboy. I refuse to be a fanboy to the point where I'm gonna fucking ignore all your deficiencies and some of the questionable shit you say. I'm just refusing. People say, "Oh man, you just." It is what it is, bro. If I ain't your cup of tea, hey man, the unsubscribe button right there. You know, some motherfuckers like to play cat. Be a crowd pleasers because a motherfucker donate. Or some people like to be crowd pleasers, because they want to keep their subs up. I'm gonna tell you this, man. My first YouTube experience, I tried to, please everybody, bro. It ain't gonna happen. So if you can't please everybody, just please yourself. I'm happy with what I say. I'm happy how I run my channel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making videos about niggas and how, oh man, you can't, this nigga, look what this nigga said. It is what it is. You say, oh, this dude said this. I'm like, stupid, but hey, we'll see. Niggas ain't infatuated with getting money no more. Niggas ain't infatuated with getting pussy no more. Niggas ain't infatuated with living life. Niggas infatuated with another nigga's opinion. What's going on in another nigga yard. It's crazy, man. But Floyd, it is what it is. Like him as a fighter, as money and pretty boy. But like I said, practice what you preach, fool. Practice what you preach. You calling fighters to say leave fighters alone, and you getting fighters knocked out off for calling you out and shit. Man, come on, man. Shit crazy. When Bob Arum and motherfucking Don King had boxing, it was better. People saying these fighters getting paid though. They ain't getting robbed. Al Heyman treating them right. Hey, nigga, this ain't Chubb Rock over here. Treat me right. Go. Man, this ain't Chubb Rock, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how y'all getting treated. I don't give a fuck if you win a fight and you got 5 bad bitches and a fruit tray salad and $10 billion on the table. I don't care how you getting treated. What you fuck don't make me come. You know what I'm saying? What you eat don't make me shit. When you done performing, my nigga, hey, I wish you the best health. I wish you longevity. I wish you have a great time enjoying your victory or, drowning in your own tears after a loss. I don't give a fuck what you do. As long as you ain't harming nobody, killing nobody, doing some weirdo shit. I don't care what you do, nigga. I don't care if you go out there and buy 10 chains and 10 properties or 10. I don't care, nigga. If you wasn't out there boxing and performing, I wouldn't give a fuck about you. Real talk. That's how I look at it. He said, I could tell we the same age. We got the old school soul. A lot of the other age love to follow. Man, I ain't no follower, bro. Never have, never will been. I remember, not to give y'all old school story, I'm going to get to Benavidez before I get off and plant. I'm going to give him some nice airtime and I'll get to enough time to Q&A. I'm going to tell you this story, right? And this shit happened this shit had to happen 20 years ago, at least, right? And I'm going to tell you what type of nigga I am. This happened 20 years ago. And my mom was dating this guy at the time, right? And they ended up getting married. Funny ass relationship. We never lived with them niggas because I ain't like them. So we lived with them. I told her I was gonna stay with my dad. I ain't had no problem doing it, so I held that over her head. I was keeping 100. I wasn't trying to hold it, I was just keeping it real. I took my chances with my dad, right? So she used to force me to go over there on certain days, right? So we over there and shit. We all go to private school together, right? It's to the point where one of the niggas got me suspended on my birthday. I want to kill this nigga. To this day, I still don't like this nigga. So we all walking up the street and shit. We always walk up the street, right? It was a store on Schoolcraft in Southfield. It was called Eddie's, right? It's now a Family Dollar. And then I don't know if he owned a liquor store that sit on the other side. So these niggas would go to the store every week, right? It was some shit called Mystic. Mystic drinks. Y'all remember the Mystic drinks? They still sell them now and there, but they was popular in like the 90s and the early 2000s and shit. So these niggas would walk into Eddie's store and they would put 3 Mystics in their shirt and they would fold them up and run out. I'm pretty sure Eddie had to know that they was knocking off his store because he knew their parents. So we walking up the street and shit. They would knock off the store, so I would wait outside the store. I wasn't doing it, or I'd buy some shit because I had a couple dollars. These niggas would run out the store, steal these Mystics, right, or walk out, and they would drink all of them. They would have 3 apiece. I never stole them bitches with them, never. And it could have been to a point where they thought they was getting away with it, and the pot and the daddy was just paying off for the Mystics that they stole, because the son that she remarried with, he lost his mother, and they would use all these excuses and shit. Every time he get in trouble, they would use the excuse, and he passed away, rest in power to him. He would use his excuse to get out of trouble. I'd be getting my ass beat if I did something, but his excuse was, I didn't have a mother, whoop-de-whoop, you know how that shit went. So they would keep stealing these, and I never stole, never. They would do this shit all summer, at least 4 or 5 times a week, had to be. And it's 4 of us, 3 of them niggas. Sometimes his boy come over, and they would steal 3 apiece. So they walking up the store with like 12 Mystics, 8 Mystics, 6 Mystics. I never did that shit. I told my mom like 2-3 years ago. I said, them niggas be stealing all the time. I said, I never did that shit. If I did some shit where to the point, even as a kid, I was the only child in the household. If I did some shit, I knew I was getting my ass whooped. I knew what the consequences was. I ain't never followed a nigga. Never been the follower. Always been a leader. I don't know if that's because I was the only child. My brother, nigga, follow you into hell. A lot of niggas I know will follow you into. I always been a nigga that beat to my own drum. Niggas who's gonna jump me, it's probably I'll get my ass whooped. Thank God I ain't really never been jumped. But I always had a leader mentality. If I followed you, it's because I thought it through. And that's a very rare trait to have these days. You always raise your kids to be leaders, excuse me. I'm a leader. And that's straight up and down. That's always rock. But let's talk about or finish on Floyd. But like I said before, and with Floyd, he don't practice what he preach. And that's cool. He can be real with us, you know, on the face card, but under the table, he kind of meticulously doing this shit, man. And like I said before, people say you a PBC hater. I ain't a hater. I'm just telling you why the fuck I don't fuck with him. And I ain't the only one. I know people over there that don't like how they moving. People that's getting a check from them that don't like how they moving. That think some of their fighters pussy and terrible and flawed and all that shit, man. If people over there 100% like them, they wouldn't leak this information. Go ask people at Golden Boy how many people that work around Oscar that like Oscar. None of them. Raise on salute. None of them like Oscar. If you want to get some dirt on somebody, Oscar the easiest person to get some dirt on them. None of the people at Golden Boy like Oscar De La Hoya. None of them. And I ain't talking white, black. I'm talking about straight Mexican. They don't like Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo don't like Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia don't like Oscar De La Hoya. That's why Eddie Hearn got Canelo fighters. Crazy world. But like I said about Floyd, man. But one thing I said about Oscar, though, Oscar a real promoter. If you gave Oscar opportunity, Oscar gonna put on real fights. You just wish you put Oscar's willingness to put best fights on with Al Heyman's business, IQ. But I got a boxing video coming tomorrow that's gonna blow a lot of niggas' brain. Mr. Lather, salute. Because I was talking to somebody earlier and shit, and we was talking about some shit, man, and he brought a great point up. He said Al Heyman, he don't really think Al Heyman a great businessman. He think Al Heyman just a great facilitator. And that shit blew my mind because it makes sense. And I'll kind of talk about that later. But let's talk about David Benavidez. David Benavidez being a duck, don't want to buck. David Benavidez being a duck, he don't want to buck. David Benavidez, he being a duck, 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 goose. Here we go. I don't want to go back to slanging yayo, to get my mayo. Hope I don't go back to slang. I'm putting up right now. Yayo, slanging yayo, to get my mayo. E40 used to be my nigga. That's my song, bro. I'm gonna bang that shit when I get into the car. Is can I say I wanna be safe? So he said, I heard David Benavidez don't want it, bro. I said, David don't want it, golly. He said, yes, David is pricing himself out and excuses back to back behind closed doors. So there you go right there. I read it again. He said that I heard David don't want it with Caleb Plant. I say, what? David don't want Plant? Yes, David is pricing himself out in excuses back to back. Now, if you don't believe me, I was watching Ring IQ video the other day. He pulled up an article in Boxing Scene saying that Samson Tulowitzki, who also promotes Jason Rosario, he said Samson Tulowitzki backs that story up, said they want to wait a couple fights before they do the Caleb Plant fight. Caleb Plant out here, whoopity whoopity la la, tank tops laying, Lotto, I don't think he out here at blowing fire. He out here spitting that fire, talking gangster shit, but he do. He ducking around here, man. I'm telling you, can't believe none of what these niggas say. He talking all this gangster shit, and then he pricing himself out, excuses. Oh, we need 2 or 3 fights. Man, come on, man. He talking all this gangster shit, and you ducking and hiding. Heard you niggas won 100 miles, but you still got one to go. Come on, man. Come on, David, we like you. We like the tenacity and the dirty dog. They talking about fighting Canelo and Golovkin, and he ducking the only white boy in boxing? He ducking the only white boy in boxing? He trying to make Caleb Plant seem bad. And I know Caleb Plant ain't ducking that nigga because I could tell by his mannerisms. Caleb Plant too calm. Come on, y'all talking about PBC. They can't even make the best fights when they side the street. I told y'all this nigga was struggling with Ronald Garville. How you gonna beat Caleb Plant? I beat his ass every day. I was a big pussy. He said he struggled with that guy. I beat his ass every day. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker running from little Caleb Plant, the only white boy in boxing. Did Adrian Broner run from Jason Litzum? Niggas like, who is that? Who's that? This nigga running from the only motherfucker vanilla bean ice cream cone in the fucking stand. American wise. It's crazy. I told y'all he need a couple more fights. That nigga's a kid. He's 23 years old. He need more for Caleb Plant. He want the fight. But in popular opinion, he ain't the popular fighter. Even if he showed y'all the tape recording and showed y'all the video of David Benavidez, probably y'all wouldn't believe him, pricing himself out, ducking. People in their mind got it made up who they like and who they don't like. You know, people say, you just hate Errol Spence because of this and that. Well, if you follow my channel, it was very well documented why I stopped fucking with that nigga. When I dropped that video saying that, oh, Terence Crawford, the real boogeyman. That's before I even left the local dummy box community. Check the archives out. When I found out that Derrick James said that he wasn't ready in PBC, Floyd Mayweather came out and said, we wasn't doing that fight right now. The best need to fight the best. Go check out that TMZ interview. Errol Spence went on to Trill Stripper Talk. He said, "Oh no, it's checkers and chess. I'm not doing that fight yet." Nigga, what? He went to Crawford face. I'm gonna get the easy belt versus Shawn Porter next. What? What is you talking about? See how niggas are getting their feelings and don't even know what they talking about, bro? Can't even listen the right way. So if you can't listen, you probably can't even read. Got some grown men talking about they was nurse. Bitch, I ain't about to tell you. If I'm a nurse, I ain't about to tell no other grown man I'm no nurse. This nigga talking about I'm a nurse. I make my own hours. Nigga, I wouldn't want you to be my nurse. Motherfucker look like a goddamn... He look like a motherfucking reggae. Remember that little reggae man they used to have at Murray's Auto Shop? He had the little... the little black fur and shit. He had the little dress and shit. They used to be at the Murray's Auto Shop. He used to be they... Motherfucker look like a dirty ass crack in LA that jump on your motherfucking car and wipe your windows. Crack! Crack! Smoke it! Oh, my neck, my back. My neck and my back. I'm so full. It ain't even wet back there. My bad. What up, Darnell? He said, you hear UFC did 700,000. Will this make boxing promoters go back to making very good fight pay-per-views over here? Yeah, I talked about that earlier. No. This is going to make boxing put everything back on pay-per-view, hoping that they hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I explained all that shit about why I stopped following Errol Spence. That had nothing to do with them. When I said Errol Spence, you know, when I put the real information out that Cali Enigma scary ass was scared to put out, when I kept it 100 and he asked me my opinion behind the scenes, we was on World Breaker shit and I gave my opinion and I went public with it, that's what fucked it up. I couldn't have my opinion and still be in the group. When I gave my opinion, you know, motherfuckers was trying to get me to take videos down and, oh, you can't say that. Man, you ain't gonna censor a nigga like me. That's what happened. And I'm still explaining this shit a year later, almost 2 years later. Now, ain't that crazy? Because niggas can't listen. Because listening skills, they didn't pick them up in preschool. When they said pick up the red block, Mr. Nursey Boy, Mr. C, that nigga probably a caregiver. Seeing that nigga probably Meals on Wheels. Man, don't get me started on this punk ass nigga. This nigga probably Meals on Wheels or some shit. The nigga think he put a motherfucking mask on. He a fucking nurse. nigga put fruit in the bitch tray and think he a nurse. He check a blood. He check his grandma blood pressure and think he a nurse. Man, don't get me started. I get retarded. Don't get me started. I'll make that nigga take his channel down if I had the time. My backup channel got more subs than him, and I only had it for a month. This nigga ain't even a G League. This nigga in the motherfucking, what was the Tropics in? With Will Ferrell and Andre 3000. He in that league, man. This motherfucker playing Mario Kart, nigga. We up here playing Forza. I got Forza 2 now, nigga, if you got Xbox. Don't get me started, nigga. I'm a full-time fucking comedian, nigga. Real talk. But like I explained that shit, man. But all you motherfuckers following David Benavidez and shit. Oh, David Benavidez. Oh, he want all the smoke. He want all the smoke. David Benavidez, he want all the smoke. He want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? The nigga who always beef with everybody. Nigga who want to suck Negro fight fan dick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We record this show every day. For a nigga that hate this show, that nigga show, that nigga every day. He want to touch Negro. He want to put fucking hot body oil, or what's that called? Tahiti treat oil on Negro and just rub it. He a fascinated with that nigga. Negro better guard his asshole. That little weirdo. That nigga say he from Baltimore. I don't believe that nigga, man. I don't believe he from Baltimore, man. That motherfucker from Canada or some shit, man. Don't get me started. But yeah, everybody talking about Benavidez. That motherfucker ducking Videz. That nigga ducking the only white boy in boxing. You can't make this shit up. He ducking the only ice cream vanilla cone in boxing. Come on, why? If everybody believe in David Benavidez, everybody saying, I say I kind of favor Plant. If Benavidez get another year or two, I can see him beating Plant. All his daddy did all that talking in the interview. His brother did all that talking about Crawford. Got beat the fuck up. Now his brother doing all this talking about Plant, and you hiding behind money. You hiding behind, whatever other excuses that he got. You talking about 2 or 3 more fights? I respect you. I respect you if you come out and say it's just something that I don't want to entertain right now. I'm cool with it. I'm young. I need a couple more fights, and I think I might, want to try to fight Callum Smith, or I might want to fight Billy Joe Saunders and get a belt, and then, I kind of want to build it up a little bit more, and then I fight Plant when we get multiple belts on the line, or 3 belts on the line. I respect him. He 22, 23 years old. But all of a sudden now, he pricing himself out. And I heard at the beginning of the year that Al wanted to do the fight. He was ready to do the fight. I'm like, who? I told y'all, I said, that's something that they're going to be pushing to do. All of a sudden, I didn't know who it was. I thought Al had changed his mind. And then somebody hit me up. My boy hit me up like, hey, man, Benavidez the one that's pricing it out. Your video wrong. I'm like, okay, I got to make a correction video. I apologize to Jay-Z today. Okay. Now I got to make this. I made a video about playing Benavidez, so Plant ain't the one that's ducking. But people assume because he ducked the Canelo fight, which he didn't duck the Canelo fight. You go back and watch my Caleb Plant Canelo video. I broke that story. You ain't going to find that nowhere else. I broke that story. I just got my haircut done when I did it. I broke that story. But I heard that they was only using Caleb Plant as, leverage over Billy Joe Saunders. That it wasn't, it was told to me, I almost said the nigga name who told me, who relayed the information. I ain't gonna say his name. They told me that they didn't expect it was gonna be a real offer. It was more of a leverage offer to get Billy Joe or Callum Smith to sign it. So you go back to my video, I said it was, and then when Caleb Plant said, it wasn't enough time to heal, it made him look bad. All Caleb Plant said, look, my team going through it. We gonna see if the money right and the offer right. Then we'll get to it. But he answered the question wrong. So now, you ain't never seen David Benavidez show a duck feather on him. Now Plant, he ducked Canelo in most people's mind, but that offer was never designed for him to take it. That offer was there to make Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith and whoever else they were negotiating with take it. So that's just how that went. But like I said before, I understand if David ain't ready. I said he need about a couple more fights, a couple more years to be ready. He 23, I think Plant 26. He need more time. Could I see him beating Plant? Yeah, I mean, he a big, strong kid, but it's a lot of things missing that come with experience. He another guy that's flat on his feet that I like to see kind of get on his toes a little bit more, get a little bit more fluid, bend a little bit more at the knees and the waist, and kind of get more comfortable with punching and just muscle memory. He gonna get better. David Benavidez still could be the best at 68. Really, nobody really knocked Sugar Ray Leonard for kind of waiting for Marvin Hagler to get start the downtrend. Everybody just know he beat Marvin Hagler. Nobody gonna really knock Floyd other than Pacquiao fanatics. They just gonna remember he beat Floyd 20, 30, 50 years from now. People remember Tommy and Sugar Ray Leonard fighting. They didn't want bullshitting around. They fucking fought. But nobody gonna remember if Benavidez fight him 2 years down the line, 6 years down the line, and Benavidez get the job done. Nobody gonna remember the bullshit. Nobody. All they know is, Frankie Randall, he beat Chavez. He the first black man to beat Chavez. And that's what it is. When people go back and say, oh, Chavez and Pernille was a draw. People say it was a draw, but hey, Floyd Mayweather's career been predicated around timing and timing for big fights anyway. You know what I'm saying? And he can make all excuses he wants to, but it's all about timing and matchmaking and precision with that matchmaking. But Like I said, all this can mean nothing. Benavidez just get out there and blow Plant out the water. Ambition, want, will don't always win fights. Skill win the fights. Heart win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So he want the fight. He want to get it out the way. Benavidez don't want it right now. So if that's the daddy, that's Samson Tulowitzki, whoever it is, that's just that's how they rocking. So I don't really care. You know, I was looking forward to getting that fight this year, and I know they told me that there was something they was gonna get done, and now it ain't gonna get done right now. So even Rosario, you know, maybe it's a Tulowitzki thing. Even Rosario said that he didn't want to go into a Charlo fight right away. Now he changed his tune. He going into a Charlo fight, but you know, it is what it is. Y'all got any questions? I answer them. If not, I'ma roll out. But while y'all ask questions, do y'all got some? I heard that I guess it's been an offer for Charlo and Rosario, so I don't know. It says let's see if Charlo takes Rosario offer. Heard Ryan Garcia will fight Linares on the 4th of July. Linares was on he was on social media, Twitter, talking about he ain't received the offer yet. So that's something we see. Also, it says that I heard Bud won't shine or Kell Brook, but I heard PBC wants to match Shawn and Keith. Pretty sure they don't want Shawn crossing the street. Bud won't have no option, and he would have to fight Kell Brook. So pretty much that's it. Everything else I told y'all yesterday, pretty much that's really it. But if anybody ain't got no questions, oh shit, my chat done fucking froze. That's what happened. I sure was about to rock out of here. Kobe 2K fan, salute. Is this going to be another PBC Mirror Nation? Yep, Sumter, I see you. Hold on. There you go. I got your wrench back, bro. Here you go. I kind of went through and kind of took some niggas' wrenches. I was trying to clean house. I ain't do accurate, but you got your shit back. He said, what kind of fights we getting for June top rank? Burchett in the tune-up. Nervates in the tune-up. Luis Neri in the tune-up. That's going to be streamed from Studio 7. That's going to be streamed from Studio 7. Azteca Studio 7, I believe it was. Hold on. My computer bugging out. I don't know what the fuck happened. Hold on. Oh, this shit. I don't know what's going on. My bad. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, and then I think Jose Ramirez, Victor Postile, Teofimo Lopez can tune up. That ought to be in Vegas. They count on doing 2 or 3 fight cards a week because ESPN ain't got shit else to show. Other than that, that's all I know right now. So we'll see. It'll be some Mexico fights on there. And that's it. Y'all got some more questions? Let's keep going. I don't know what happened. Alright, hold on. I'll give a minute for anybody else that got some more questions. If you got some more questions, I will answer them. If not, I don't know what else to say. Is Vegas on schedule to open up? Not sure. I know they've been kind of going, the MGM kind of got a guideline for how they want to open their casinos. They have plexiglass and they have some other things to open their casino up in Vegas, man. So they're working on, casino guidelines right now. So the casinos might open. It might be a little bit different, but they working on the parameters. At least I know the MGM is. Regis versus Hooker, Juan, Empire 1. I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about Regis and Hooker. So I think Regis said quite a while ago that Hooker still had to fight him because there was a contract. So probably going to be behind the closed doors, Juan. Probably going to be behind closed doors. Any more questions? Question. Questions. I take unboxing questions. Who got them? I'll give y'all another minute and then I'm out. How long will it take for a fight are open to the public? Nobody knows. A lot of them waiting on a vaccine. A vaccine. They waiting on the vaccine. So, for places to be public, I know the casinos is trying to open up and go public. So they kind of doing some things to open back up. I guess when you see NBA, NFL go public, show with boxing, you could be looking at January 2021. They said a vaccine could be there by then, could be here by August, so nobody truly knows. Any word on Wilder? No, he think he said he should start back working out this month or next month. He had a bicep injury that he said he's trying to heal, so that's it. So I haven't heard no word. I know they were talking about taking the fight over to Macau, China. Maybe they wouldn't put some money up. Middle East, not sure where that fight gonna happen at, or if it's gonna happen anytime soon. So if it's in America, they probably gonna have intern bouts until the fans open up. If they allow fans in the stadiums, then that fight will happen this year. So Wilder got time to heal up. I don't know how he was gonna fight in July after he had with bicep injury. New Zealand has no cases. Parker fight. Yeah, I heard he's trying to fight Lucas Brown. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So that's crazy. New Zealand got no cases. That's good. I think Montana only had like one case in America. I don't even know who the fuck live in Montana. I think Phil Jackson go. That's where he live at when he ain't doing them hot boxers paying for their lifestyle. They probably got money. They probably got enough money to get by. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes getting paid pretty well, especially PBC fighters and his own fighters. Man, that's terrible fight for Parker. Y'all just seen it floating around versus Lucas Brown. I'm gonna have to rematch this up from Lex KY. Been speaking facts, my guy. Appreciate it, Rob. Yeah, the places where all the white people live. Rewatch. Oh, you said I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Yeah, we went in for a minute. This probably should be my last boxing stream for the week. I don't know. If some news break, I'll do it. But tomorrow, I'll probably do hip hop 101. I might take a break Thursday. And then Friday or Saturday, I might do something. I don't know. Depending, the weather gonna be pretty nice, so I might do something. With the kids and the dog. Might do something. Any more questions, man? Any more questions? But if it ain't no more questions, don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, keep sharing the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, man. The Help Blaze at the www.thehelpblaze.com. Use the promo code GoodFella1Boxing. Get you 18% off. 100% all natural products. Website promo code description. Don't forget to check out cell phone recyclers, buyers, recyclers. They want to buy your phone, especially iPhones. Number on the screen, social media, and website in the description. Check out them two black-owned businesses, and don't forget check out my boy from VA, brand new album, Dame J. No regrets, definitely a banger. 10 hot tracks, and you ain't gonna get nothing but consistency, bars, great engineering, mixing, no basement sound and shit. It's on all streaming platforms, Amazon, Tidal, Spotify, Apple. He got it locked down. So you want to support real hip hop, check out my boy Dame J. He said, I'm going to rewatch the live late. Was changing my oil. Salute. Wine Empire in the super chat. Appreciate it, family. Last night you went in on that live. Yeah, man. I went in for a minute on this one too, man. So I do appreciate it. But tomorrow, if I do a live, it'll probably be hip hop 101. So be prepared for that. But hey, I appreciate it. I got one more video probably for the night. I'm probably gonna upload it later tonight, and then I'll be done. I had a lot of videos I did early this morning, so I knocked them out. Rob, overhand, pound for pound boxing channel. Salute. Give me a minute. Sumter, appreciate it, bro. If you flying through, got your wrist back. Kobe 2K fan. Renardo came through. Darnell, salute, my Yipsy brother. C4, Ray Zone, Lathers, J8, I said him, Easy Baby 1988, Benjamin Foe, Randy Litter, Mark Columbus, salute, Benjamin, everybody that rolled through, man, and Mr. Glory, salute. I'm gonna have to get you on one day. I will when I do that setup. But appreciate the love, support, man. Wine Empire, appreciate the love. Everybody stay safe, stay clean, wash them hands, wear the mask.